What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Jay. We are here with CGT Draft Analysis. It is finally here. It is finally upon us. We have the squad, and shout out to the CGT committee, the admin, for giving us this lovely slide. It's a bit of different format because now you guys get to see all the mons all at once instead of trying to play guess who, peekaboo, and you know, fast forwarding to the end because I know you guys do it. I know you do it. Anyway, we're here, and we were in the back. We had a back wheel. I think we were like 14 out of 16 or 13 out of 16, somewhere like that. It was a little bit tough because literally 1 through like, I don't know, I would say like 1 through 10 were all like, that's all of them drafted all the top mons. There were like literally no top mons by the time it got to me. Literally our number one pick, as you can see, was Lele, because that was literally the most, like, at least the mon that I thought was the most strongest out of you know, what was left, because I didn't really know. I mean, because the other stuff is just like, but Lele, you know, Lele's pretty cool. We've used Lele in the past on UPA and some other leagues as well, so it's cool to have a familiar face. And then we drafted the old reliable Corviknight because, you know, you got a nice little steel type that can give us momentum and defog. Momentum is very nice to get Lele in because that's what our whole central theme was, essentially, to get good momentum mons that could eat hits or dish out a little bit of damage to help get Lele in and deal a lot of damage. So that was the game plan. Shout out to my front office for helping me as always. Prep City holding it down strong. But we went Corviknight, and then we needed a physical breaker. So Lycanroc is awesome. I know it seems like counterintuitive because Lycanroc's, one of the Lycanroc's best moves is Excel Rock, which is a priority move, and Psychic Terrain blocks priority. But you know, I'll get into that a little bit later. Plus, you know, its speed tier is 110, so it already outspeeds a majority of mons aside from the ones that are, you know, always fast, like Weavile and Zeraora and Dragapult, all that stuff. Oh, actually, no, Dragapult is not in this league. Dragapult and Mew were both banned, I believe, and Urshifu. No, not Mew. Dragapult and Urshifu were both banned. Mew was almost banned, but it didn't make the cut. So, we do have Lycanroc Dust, and then next we have another familiar face, Milotic. Bulky water type that's great for momentum, also has access to recovery, which is awesome. The only downside to it is a little bit of a shadow move pool, but you know, I love using Milotic and it's never let me down. I think it's an awesome mon, so I'm excited to use it again. It's just a beautiful mon. She's beautiful. Mwah. Next up we have Vikavolt. So tailing off of why Excel Rock is okay in terrain, you know, is because we have webs. We have access to webs, and so why would we need priority if we can just go for the Stone Edge and outspeed all the mons? You know what I mean? Unless everybody's wearing boots, but I mean, only select mons typically wear boots, unless somebody's really scared of webs, but I doubt it. So that's cool. So we have Vikavolt here, which also gives us another bulky, somewhat bulky mon, also gives us more momentum and access to webs, as I said before, so that's awesome. It helps support Lele, it helps support Lycanroc, so not too worried about it. We're looking solid so far. And then next we have Drapion. So Drapion, dark poison type, grounded poison, which is always helpful. Not always, sometimes. I'm on the fence, but I don't think grounded poisons are always, like, you know, it's not always because not everybody drafts like T-spikes or whatever, but you know, it's nice to avoid T-spikes because when T-spikes are there, they're very annoying. So we have Drapion here, which is awesome, helps us break through pesky. It can break through poison types, honestly, that give Lele trouble. It can also knock off a lot of items. Dark spam is very nice. It allows in, like, it kind of calls in opposing fighting types, which Lele can handle fairly well, kind of switch into if we make the right plays, of course. So Drapion's cool. Also gives us access to our own T-spikes, so it's very nice to set on the field. And then next we got Mudsdale. I've never drafted Mudsdale, but Mudsdale is very thick and gives us a reliable rocker as well. And so, and you know, if you want to feel spicy, you can do, you know, banded Mudsdale, like on the Ranbat ladder. If you guys have ever tried, banded Mudsdale is a thing. So Mudsdale's pretty cool. We got a horse, we got a nang, so that's awesome. And then next we have a Dredagon. I'm very excited to use Dredagon. I've never used it before, but you know, it's a mon that always gives you a hard time because it just for some reason doesn't die and gets up rocks. It can glare. Under certain circumstances it can sweep, because we do have a mon that allows that to happen, which is pretty fire if I do say so myself. So I'm excited about that. Next up, we have Heracross because we kind of need another physical breaker. I was gonna initially draft something like Haxorus because I just wanted to use Haxorus again. It's been a while since I've touched Haxorus, but got sniped and we got Heracross instead, which gives us access to Moxie and Guts. So not sad at all in the slightest, because Heracross is a phenomenal breaker and it gives us a speed tier that we don't have in the 85 region. Granted, if I went Haxorus, excuse me, we wouldn't have hit it at all, but you know, 85 is cool, so it's there. Otherwise, we just had base 95, 95, and 97, I think. Yeah, 97, because Haxorus is 97, and we have Lele and Drapion, which are all 95. So we got another speed tier unlocked at 85 for Heracross, which is pretty nice. Then we have Zammer here. Very, very late round Zammer, because I thought, you know, having Alakazam is pretty cool. I think Alakazam's a dope mon because it hits super duper hard, and plus Magic Guard is awesome because you can use Life Orb, not take damage. You can avoid weather, you can avoid hazards aside from webs, which is very helpful. You can't get status, so that's aside from paralysis, so that's awesome. And also it pairs well with Lele's expanding force, and I felt like I had a solid enough team to deal with ghost types per se. You know, ghost types are of course a little bit scary, but you know, with stuff like Drapion, and then down below Porygon, which we drafted for 4 points, it was a little expensive, but we had points to burn. But expanding force Alakazam seems pretty cool, and I hope to use it this season at least once, because it's a very much a threat and people are going to be scared of it. So you know, you never know, so I'm excited. And then next up we have Porygon, young Porygon. So Porygon gives us a normal type, a bulky one because of Eviolite and whatnot. Also gives us another momentum bomb with teleport, which is awesome. And it can set Trick Room for Druddigon, so that's pretty cool. Or like, you know, Vikavolt if we want to have a spicy day and go choice specs Vikavolt if it breaks, you know. But now we have access to Trick Room, a reliable Trick Room setter, as well as teleport, which is a beautiful combo, along with reliable recovery, which is great. So we got young Porygon, and then we got young Carkol, which is fire. I love Carkol. I think Carkol is dope. Eviolite, Rapid Spin, Stealth Rock, Hazards. It's just a cool little niche mon. I mean, you know, Colossal is cool, but I'm Team Carkol. Eviolite makes it so bulky, and then on top of that, its stats, I mean, granted, they're not its defensive stats aren't as high as Colossal's, but you know, it's fine. Carkol is fire. So this is the team. I'm very excited to use it. I think we did pretty well overall considering our spot in the draft with what was there and what was left, and you know, planning stuff out. I think we did pretty solid, if I do say so myself. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. I think we have a pretty solid team. I'm excited to play. It's been a while since I've touched Mons, so I'm very excited to get back into it, get my brain up in the Mons mode. So if you guys are hyped, make sure to leave a like down below. Also, make sure to subscribe if you are new here. Welcome. We are tackling the CGT, and I'm excited. But without further ado, I'm your boy Jay. I'm gonna get about your hair, and I'll catch y'all next time. Bye.